Would you believe that you can take an ivy plant and turn it into a beautiful topiary in less than an hour? Hi everybody, I'm Rebecca Coles. Indoor potted topiaries are more popular than ever. I'll show you how easy it is to create your own. And travel with me to the west to explore the gardens of cacti and succulents. Plus, looking for a luscious lawn? I've got the lowdown on lawn seed. That's all coming up on Rebecca's Garden. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. In case you haven't noticed, topiaries are the hottest thing on the market today. In fact, you can find them on just about everything. Coffee mugs, waste paper baskets, floor mats, you name it, you can probably find an item with a topiary on it. The art of forming these plants into ornamental shapes has become a fun part of gardening and accessorizing the home. And you know what? It's very easy to do yourself. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can take an ivy plant and make a beautiful topiary. There are only 4 materials you need to grow your own topiary. First are the wire forms. As you can see, they come in all shapes and sizes and range in price from $7 upwards of $200. Typically, you can pick these up at floral stores or most craft stores. The traditional shapes include the balls, either large or small, and then you have the cone. Now, if you want a little more pizzazz, you can go ahead and get a cone that actually has votive candles. You can imagine how nice that would be. And then there's the not-so-traditional forms, like this thing. This eventually will look like a bear. The next item you need is covered wire. This will help train the ivy onto the topiary form. Speaking of ivy, it's best to start off with an English or needlepoint ivy. Go ahead and spend the extra money to get a larger plant, and especially one with longer stems. This will make it easier to train on the topiary. While you're there at the garden center, don't forget to buy a nice decorative pot. That way you can place the plant inside the pot. I selected the ball on stem form. This cost about $12. What I'm going to do is gently place this in the center of the ivy and push it down until the form is secure. Then we're going to take a longer stem of the ivy and start wrapping it around the wire. This will stay secure, but when we get to the ball, that's when the covered wire comes in handy. When using the covered wire, gently twist it around the ivy stem, attaching it to the metal form. Then snip off the excess wire. Now you'll probably have some extra stem hanging, so you'll need to cut that off too. But don't worry, this is not going to hurt the plant. It will actually send energy to the side shoots of the plant and make it fuller. Then begin cutting off the ivy leaves that wrap around the stem of your form. Remove no more than 1/3 of the leaves, otherwise the plant may go into shock. Every couple of weeks, come back and remove more leaves until you have a bare stem. After that, it's easy. Just repeat the wrapping and the cutting process until you've created a desired ornamental look. Now the key is to sit back and be patient, because eventually this will look like this in about 3 months' time. Taking care of your new topiary is a breeze. Don't overwater, keep it out of direct sunlight, take it easy on the fertilizer, and don't fertilize between November and April. And when it's warm enough, feel free to take your topiary out on the deck to enjoy. Just make sure you keep it out of the sun. Lessons on buying the perfect lawn seed coming up next. Plus, I'll explore the quirky world of cacti and succulents.
Brought to you by Honeywell Consumer Products, improving people's lives every day.
Get your home ready for winter. Join Ron Hazelton, Pat Simpson, and Jody Marks for the Great Fall Fix-Up live Thursday night at 8 on HGTV, Home and Garden Television.
This used to be my life. I'd wake up morning after morning with my allergies driving me nuts. So I went to my doctor. As part of an overall treatment program, he recommended a Honeywell EnviroCare air cleaner. It uses the same HEPA filter technology hospitals use, and it helps to reduce airborne allergens in my room. I wish I'd done it sooner.
The Honeywell EnviroCare air cleaner, the #1 choice of physicians. Available at Lowe's.
It's definitely got this, like,
ultiminium of cinnamon and your pandemonium of apple.
I don't know what he's saying.
There's something indescribable about these Cheerios.
Les papilles sautent de joie.
Could it be the taste? Ooh. We don't want to put words in your mouth, but the baked-in taste of, together with the great taste of, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Taste too good for words.
America's front porch. More than just shelter from the sun and rain. For many, it's a harbor for memories. Join HGTV as we celebrate the history of the porch, America's window to the world. From spacious verandas in the south to intimate balconies in the north. Discover the many architectural styles and learn how to turn your modern-day porch into a private paradise. The Porch, America's window to the world. Tonight at 9, only on HGTV.
Buying grass seed can be one of the most costly mistakes you make when it comes to landscaping, simply because if you buy the wrong seed in the first place, you're going to have to come back, buy new seed, and do the work all over again, something I'm sure you don't want to do. So I'm going to give you some lessons in lawn seed that hopefully will help you out. The first lesson, buy in bulk. It's a better value because you're not paying for all the packaging. Plus, in most cases, the nurseries will mix their own seed, which means you're getting a variety of grasses that will grow well in your location. And the best part, you can pick out grasses that will grow specifically in your lighting conditions. Now, something else to look for. Make sure there are no more than 4 to 5 different varieties of grasses mixed in with your seed. Otherwise, the grass starts competing with each other, and there's a good chance that the grass will grow with a blotchy appearance and color. Also, it's important not to have more than 2% weed seed and inert material, which is the byproducts of harvesting. If it's not listed, make sure you ask. So how much seed do you need? Well, typically, if you're overseeding, 2 to 3 pounds of seed per 1,000 square feet will do just fine. If you're starting a new lawn, however, you'll need more, 4 to 5 pounds of seed per 1,000 square feet. And of course, it may vary with the different varieties of grasses you'll use. So you'll have to make sure that you check that out as well. Now, with a little effort, you take your seed and eventually you can have terrific turf. When you think of cacti and succulents, you automatically think of the desert Southwest. Well, we found a unique garden located just outside of San Francisco at Walnut Creek. It's the Ruth Bancroft Garden. Here, there are over 2,000 varieties of desert plants. It's a collection that started many years ago indoors until Ruth decided to bring them out. How did this whole garden come to be?
Well, this garden started because my husband had a walnut orchard in this area, but it got a disease called blackcline. And so my husband had to take them all out.
So there was absolutely nothing here when you got started?
Absolutely nothing. It was flat and with nothing in it.
You started everything we're looking at?
Yes, yes.
It's beautiful. Why did you choose succulents and cacti?
Well, I already had a lot in pots and almost no room to keep them. And so he thought I could expand and relieve some of the pressure back in the greenhouse.
And little did you know this would take off.
And then I kept adding after that.
As Ruth's garden has grown over the years, she has shared her treasure with others. Horticulturist Dick Turner often uses the garden as sort of an outdoor classroom. Hi, Dick. Figured I'd find you here.
Hi there.
Beautiful succulents, great color.
Aren't they fun?
Yeah, what's the difference between succulents and cacti?
Well, succulents is an overall term that describes a plant which survives periods of drought by storing moisture, in this case in its leaves. These thick, fleshy leaves will hold on to moisture. In another example elsewhere in the garden, we have a giant agave with massive leaves that hold huge quantities of water. It's just coming into flower right now. That's also from Mexico. Then in contrast to that is one group of plants, one family of plants called the cactus family. And they store their moisture in their stems. They don't have any true leaves anymore. Their leaves have all been modified into spines for protection.
Sure. Now, if somebody wants to grow this kind of plant in their yard, what kind of conditions are necessary?
Well, the best thing to keep in mind is that they need to have very good draining soil. They like extra moisture. They can do well with more water, but they need to be able to let the excess water drain away. In colder parts of the country, you probably would want to grow them in pots.
Oh, great
on
idea.
a sunny windowsill or in a greenhouse and bring them out for the summertime.
Great idea. And succulents are easy to propagate, right?
They're a breeze. Yes, one of our best volunteers, our chief propagator, Kay Rosso, is in another part of the garden. She's getting ready to show you how to propagate.
Great, I'm off.
Good.
Take it easy, keep
Have
going.
fun.
Kay Rosso helps keep plants growing here. She does it through propagation. You're going to show us how to propagate succulents.
Yes, I am. We're going to use today Agraptopedilum paraguensis, and it is in an overgrown pot. We need to cut it down, so what I do is I take pieces and cut them off about an inch down and take the bottom leaves off. I then let these dry for at least 3 days. We have here an example of some that are already dried, and so we use a soil which is a combination of an expanded shale and an organic mix.
Now,
It's
if we don't have the
50-50.
shale, can we use...
If you don't have the shale, you can use a coarse sand.
Good.
And you fill the pot up to the top, just
That's a
about
sterilized
that far.
pot.
And this is a sterilized pot. It also has just a tiny bit of Osmocote, a tiny, tiny bit.
And that's a time-release fertilizer.
And it's a time-release fertilizer, which we'll use all summer for the succulents. They don't need much. Then you take these cuttings and you place them in the soil this way.
Very gently.
Very gently. And then you add a bit more soil around the top, but you do not press it down because you don't want to compact the soil. You need air in it.
Okay.
You add your
marker.
label and make sure that you put the date that you've potted it. It's
And
very
there you
important.
have it. It's that easy.
And there you have it. And then this is what your plant will look like about 6 weeks later.
Well, there you have it. Here's how you can get started. You may not be able to do a garden like Ruth's, but at least you can do something in a container. Coming up, 3 exotic plant collectors share their rare gardens with us.
Morris Carpet Cleaning offers state-of-the-art truck-mounted cleaning units featuring the RX-20 rotary jet extractor. Our IICRC trained technicians can skillfully clean your wall-to-wall carpets. Provide on-location upholstery cleaning. Pick up, properly clean, and deliver your fine oriental and specialty rugs. We offer DuPont Teflon carpet and upholstery protection to restore that like-new feeling. Trust the professionals at Morris Carpet Cleaning.
Need copies? No problem. Have a fax or express mailing? No problem. Need boxes, packing supplies, tape, or just someone else to handle your shipping needs? No problem. We're Mailboxes Etc., the one-stop shop for all your personal and professional office supplies and services. Our professional staff are here to make your small business or home office a great success. We do all the work, you take all the credit. Mailboxes Etc., making business easier worldwide.
My brother is stubborn.
I'm not.
Won't try anything.
Not true.
Broccoli.
Too green.
Karaoke.
Too hokey.
Then I said try 10-10-3-2-1.
Too new.
Saves cash on every call in the U.S.
Too every call?
Quick or long.
How much?
50% off calls over 20 minutes.
Half price?
Great international rates, too.
I can call Paris?
Oui, monsieur.
Right now?
Don't have to switch phone companies.
Right here?
Just dial 10-10-3-2-1, then the number as usual.
This is easy. Why didn't I try this sooner? Don't push your luck.
Stubborn.
You name it, I ate it. Cookies and cake and donuts. You know, whatever the kids were eating. I was fat. I wanted to get healthy. I lost 43 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. Slim Fast made it easy. I don't have to worry about measuring, mixing, weighing food. It's great. It's a healthy way of life.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
My energy's amazing. It makes my life fun.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
I'm much happier now.
Here's a concrete solution from H&C Concrete Stain. Add some pizzazz and protection to your driveway with Concrete Stain. Transform your driveway into something extraordinary without straining your budget. For other concrete solutions from H&C, call 1-800-TO-STAIN.
Choosing appliances can really be a challenge. How do you get the most for your money, your space, your needs? Here's a home improvement tip that can help. Brought to you by Ken Moore. To get cleaner air indoors, many families are choosing to buy home air cleaners. But how do you pick the air cleaner that works best? Look for the Clean Air Delivery Rating, which is the measurement of the amount of clean air, measured in cubic feet per minute, an air cleaner is capable of delivering. The higher the number, the better the air cleaner.
When Sears puts appliances on sale, they do it big. All appliances, all electronics, all computers, great brands, cool stuff you can really plug into. The big weekend sale. Nobody turns on a sale like Sears.
People collect all kinds of things, the common things like antiques, dolls, and stamps. But here in southern Florida, we found collectors of a different sort, collectors of rare and exotic plants. And as you'll soon see, for some, this is not only a hobby, this is a competition.
My friends and I have a garden club, and they're all really, really crazy gardeners. They're all nuts.
We all vie to have that one plant that everybody is just going to hate us for. Mine is Strongoloton macrobotis, which is the jade vine from the Philippines.
Then there's the long, leafy Widow's Delight from Borneo. It cost about $2,000. And the blooming yellow tree from Venezuela. These folks take their exotic plant collection very seriously.
Whenever you get into a hobby, you don't want to have what everybody else wants. Once you have something, you want something a little bit more exotic, something different. There comes a moment that you think you have it all, but you don't. There's always, somebody's bringing something new from Hawaii, from Borneo, from here. So you buy it and buy and buy.
11 years ago, Magali Blanco bought an abandoned cottage on 5 acres of land. She had always dreamed of having an English cottage garden, and the setting was perfect, so that's where her garden begins. But it's behind the cottage that the garden takes a more tropical turn.
As you walk in, it gets more jungly, little by little, and then you start seeing the tropical plants, the big leaves, the palm fronds, and the really rare trees that when they bloom, they look sort of prehistoric, some of them.
While Magali's collection is spread over several acres, her friend Fernando Sanchez has packed his collection into a small lot just blocks away from the city. His garden is so chock full of rare plants, we weren't sure our camera could squeeze in to shoot it.
I feel a garden must offer some kind of refuge after you come home from whatever you're doing. And this is what I feel my garden offers me especially.
Fernando's refuge is wild. With winding paths and thick vegetation, it could very well be in the Amazon rainforest. When it comes to creating a garden, Fernando follows nature's cue.
Nature doesn't place 12 of one species together or 14 of another. It seeds, trees seeds themselves, and the wind carries the seeds all around. So you might find a palm in a corner that you would never expect it. I feel the garden has to have the same kind of feeling.
Framed by native coral rock walls, Mari Davies' garden is a bounty of exotic plants, rare palms, and tropical fruit trees.
My garden is a wondrous place, filled with discoveries and excitement and color and peace and serenity and butterflies and caterpillars. I have an extensive collection of palms, some of them quite rare. I probably have about 60 or 70 different species of plants.
Mari chose many of the plants for the texture of their leaves.
It's the contrast, it's the shape, it's It's the play of colors. It's the different shades of green that you see. I mean, it's just incredible that there can be so many shades of green and so many shapes of leaves and so many things that grow on them. Isn't that a lovely color? You see that the new leaves are this pale green. And then they change, you know, with the sunlight.
Oh, cool.
My grandchildren love to walk through the paths and also discover all the different smells and fruits and bugs. We have all kinds of exotic bugs, and it's just a wonderful place.
It gives you a lot of joy, just waking up in the mornings and seeing something in bloom, something new. You wake up with an anxiety to see what's out there every day.
And so the friendly competition continues with Mari, Magali, and Fernando cherishing the crowned jewels of their exotic gardens.
This is a rare bamboo for us. Unfortunately, I do not know the name, but as you could well see, it only blooms on the top. And this is one of those jewels that I have that my friends do not have. So it creates a chaos among us, and they want to have it and they can't. I would die if they ever find one, but this is one of my jewels.
Well, as you can tell, these gardeners certainly love their tropical plants. So much so that with the help of local nurseries, they were able to create a beautiful 3-acre lush tropical garden for a local AIDS hospice, of course with an exotic flair. Next, from containers to fertilizer to water, everything you need to know about outdoor container plants.
Here's HGTV's Daily Almanac.
This is Sunday, the 6th of September. With the days getting shorter, you may want to brighten up some rooms of your home with a new coat of paint. When choosing a color, it's handy to have a record of colors you've already used in your home. Just keep the paint stirrers from each project. Once they dry, write the room color and brand of paint you used and hang them together on a chain. Then you could bring your own color library to the paint store.
If you practically live in your garden, have we got the credit card for you? The Yard Card. The only credit card that gives you points for whatever you buy, wherever you buy it. Points that add up fast toward free lawn and garden gear, all with no annual fee. For a special low introductory rate, apply today for the credit card that gets you growing. The Yard Card. It's a no-brainer. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
This used to be my life. I'd wake up morning after morning with my allergies driving me nuts. So I went to my doctor. As part of an overall treatment program, he recommended a Honeywell EnviroCare air cleaner. It uses the same HEPA filter technology hospitals use, and it helps to reduce airborne allergens in my room. I wish I'd done it sooner.
The Honeywell EnviroCare air cleaner, the #1 choice of physicians. Available at Sears.
Dad, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. 10-10-3-2-1.
You were the one who told me we save over AT&T on every call if we dial 10-10-3-2-1, then 1, and then the number.
I love when you listen to me.
We even save 50% on calls over 20 minutes.
That's right. You know, last month we were on the phone with your grandmother for a half an hour, and it cost less than $2.
So I guess, Dad, the only thing you have to do is remember to dial 10-10-3-2-1 first. So remember...
10-10-3-2-1. I got it.
My son Jason died in a car accident on April 3rd, 95. So I thought right away about donating his organs because about 5 months before this accident, he said to me, "Mom, if anything ever happened to me, you should donate all my organs." And I just, I had never thought of it. And I said to him, "Why?" And he says, "Because I feel like I'm still living. And I know that he's happy I did that. It makes me feel good."
The RV season is here at last, and it'll never cost less to trade that old RV in on a new one than now at Lassen RV in Albany. At Lassen RV, the quality is up, the finance rates are down, and every single unit is at rock bottom price. Like this new Pinnacle Class A, loaded with extras, only $4.99 a month. Or how about a Sun Chaser Lite? Only $99 a month. So give us a try here at Lassen RV in Albany. It's just easier. On Highway 20, just east of I-5 in Albany.
Containerized plants are hot right now. They're popping up on balconies and porches, and if you want to incorporate them into your landscape, there are a couple things you need to know. First of all, picking the perfect pot is very important. If your container is going to be in a very sunny location, go for plastic. It has no problem with water. The terracotta, on the other hand, will actually draw the water away from the soil, which means you're going to have to water it almost on a daily basis. And because we are watering containers so often, that means we have to fertilize more than usual, which means maybe once every 2 weeks. Now, there are a couple of products on the market that you should check into if you've got containers. This is a product called Soil Moist. It's a polymer impregnated with fertilizer. What that means, when you water the plant, this is sitting at the bottom of the pot, this expands like a sponge, retains water, so that when the soil starts drying, water is released, and also fertilizer as well. So you don't have to water as much, you don't have to fertilizer. So check out in your garden center. Also, a couple other things with containerized pots. Take advantage of your house plants. Bring them out on the deck when temperatures warm up, and feel free to dress them up. Take a look at how these nice impatiens just give it that very nice garden feel. When it gets cold, of course, the houseplants have to go back indoors. Otherwise, too cold, you'll lose this plant. Those are a couple of ideas for containerized pots. Hopefully you'll get started and bring the garden right on your deck. Well, it's just about time to go, but before I do, I want to leave you with a couple of reminders. When creating your own ivy topiary, English or needlepoint ivy plants are the best. Remove no more than 1/3 of the leaves as you shape your topiary, otherwise the plant may go into shock. And be patient. It will take at least 3 months for your ivy to fill in and to fully take on its ornamental shape. And if you're starting succulents from cuttings, be sure to let them dry for at least 3 days. And when you plant them, don't pack them in. Succulents like loose soil. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, I'm Rebecca Coles, reminding you to get out there and get those hands dirty. Get ready for the fall premiere of Rebecca's Garden magazine, featuring 40 ways to stretch the season. Starring my favorite flowers of the frost and the best bets on broccoli for a fall harvest. Plus savory herbal vinegars and round wreaths of rosemary. It's a thumbs up on this issue, so be sure to pick up a copy at newsstands today. Or to subscribe, call 1-800-840-2556.
Join our team of reporters from around the country as they bring you the latest in trends, styles, and techniques in home building. Watch Dream Builders tonight at 7:30 Eastern, only on HGTV. Design at 9, an hour of decorating ideas, information, and inspiration you can only get here. Tomorrow night on Design at 9.
Hi, I'm Kitty Bartholomew. On my next show, I'm going to show you how one thing can start the whole look.
Then on HomeWise, Bev has simple solutions to your washing machine headaches and learn how to install ceramic floors. It's all on Design at 9, tomorrow night at 9 on HGTV, Home and Garden Television. And now, here's HGTV's calendar of events for September 11th through September 19th. This calendar of events has been brought to you by HGTV Home and Garden Television.